Hey, folks. It's Wednesday. What's going on, Kate? First, as usual, Scuba! Juan, Crystal, and the baby. How we doing? Hello, lady. Scuba, am I John Cena? You can't see me? Can't see me? Newly minted heel John Cena? What up, Card? How you doing? Printer and sticker maker of the stars. Well, you're also a videographer, and unless you just stopped taking pictures and videos. Oh, that's weird. It's Wednesday. It is. It's Wednesday. We still have the 80s. We still have the 80s here. Art by Kevin P. West. But boy, oh boy, I have seen the art that is coming in for WonderCon, which is just a couple short weeks away. And I am stoked for what these artists have put into our hands to get into your hands. Yes, the heel John Cena. So, cosplay, listen, Crystal, Juan, baby, Mrs. the Breaker and I may have done a thing. Now, you don't have to have her wear them, ever. But we saw them, and we had to get them. Now, I had mentioned to you that we have a Disney outlet by our house. And many things are at minimum 25% off, at maximum 80% off. And we may have found now Disney runs their sizes run pretty wide. They don't, they have like 0 to 6 months and 6 to 12 months. So we snagged 6 to 12 months. So it might be a little big. But as you know, Mrs. the Breaker's favorite, as you may know, Mrs. the Breaker's favorite Disney princess is Ariel. And we found a cosplay, complete with wig, for Ariel's nemesis, Ursula. So you have an Ursula cosplay coming, and I think an Aurora cosplay coming. I believe it is a Cinderella dress, although I'm not sure because I didn't pick it up. Melissa squealed when she saw it and said, "Can we get it for the baby?" And I said, "Sure." And then I showed her that I had picked out one too. So there are two little outfits coming. Gifts from the Breakers to you for being awesome. And honestly, for having a girl, and we didn't have a girl, so we never got to buy girl clothes. And you're the first of our friends to have a girl that lives near enough. I have a niece, but she's 3,000 miles away. And by the time I mail clothes to her, she's outgrown them when they arrive. So you are getting the we're shopping for a little girl. So we had a day of, oh, look at this, oh, look at this, oh, it's not in her size. Yeah, we did a thing. So there are 2 cosplays coming your way. That's it. That's all. We saw them, and we were like, yeah, we gotta get these. You're welcome. You are welcome. I told you we go there probably at least once a month. It's about 15 minutes from our house. So we go there about once a month. Typically we will go there for James's clothes. Twice a year I go there to get shoes. And then that is the only Cracker Barrel in the area. So if we're feeling like old-timey food with just a small hint of racism, we go to Cracker Barrel to have dinner and remind ourselves of how the other half live. So yeah, we happened to be there, and we both separately picked out outfits, and we were both had you in mind, and we're like, oh, look at us! It's just blind cats, and just a hint of racism. It's like a little extra salt in the grits. It's just salty grits. It's the hint of racism. Oy vey. What's up, Blind Cat? How you doing, man? Dave, man, how's life? I gotta know. I don't talk to you nearly as often. How's the East Coast treating you, man? The new Yokozuna is 3-1. He had a great victory last night by slapping down his opponent. Great minds think alike, yeah. We will be raiding into to sumo after the show is over. So get your sumo hats on. He's dealing with an elbow injury, and he's still managed to do well. So it's exciting. I got to watch him do his first ridding of the evil spirits in the ring. I can't remember what the ceremony is called. But yeah, he's doing pretty good for Yokozuna. It seems to be suiting him very well. I was watching the kids, the junior division. Those are the kids that are between like 9 and 12. Earlier they opened up today's basho. Sumo is like 6 hours long, by the way, like 5 or 6 or 7 hours long. It's an all-day affair. Loving life, expanding the sprint shop, and just trying to kill it. Dude, go get that money, man. That money's out there. You just got to grab it. That's it. Just take it. It's like, hey, man, I got some stickers that are going to blow your mind, and I can do custom ones, too. Just give me some money. And they'll be like, I want to see your stickers. And you show them the stickers like you did to me, and we're like, here's some money. As a matter of fact, Dave, go ahead. If you have a website, if I was looking for custom stickers, or even stickers that you have in stock that are fun, what website would I go to, Dave? Where would I go? Please help me find an answer. Just go ahead and post it. Backyard Breaks placed an order last week. Do me a favor, use stickers that have really weak adhesive. Those guys are jerks. Listen, I will smack talk them. I know I'm not supposed to water weeds. I have no affiliation with them other than chatting with a couple of the breakers a few years ago on a whim when I was famous. And they bring nothing to the table. There's a reason most of them are gone. There's a reason why they don't have the viewership they used to. They single-handedly made breaking a bad thing. BuffaloStickerCompany.com and CardSlaps.com. Well, there you go. What's up, Bickman? How you doing? Hey, but listen, take their money though. I'm not going to tell you not to take their money. Take their money. Give it. You know what? Even charge them extra 10% for the game. Listen, I've never been a fan of theirs. I will be civil in conversation with them if I ever speak to them again. But they are a major reason why breaking has a bad name, man. Them and Platinum Card Breaks and the felon that runs that company. He is a felon, by the way. G is a felon. It's public knowledge. Look at numbers, hit print. That's it, baby. Get it. Damn, getting yelled at already. I've been drinking today. I don't have Jimmy with me, so I may be... it's about as blurry as my vision. I may be drinking some local 8.8% double IPA. So, hey, I mean, I'm just... The filter is less filtered today. No Jimmy, then drinky. Dave's like, hell yeah. And they're tall boys. Oh, so. We have in the pipeline coming up some Daniel Gonzalez covers that we're going to get for WonderCon. Now, this is going to be a little bit different than what we've done before. I'm not 100% sure I'm supposed to talk about this yet, but here we are. We are going to not be doing a break with Daniel's covers. Daniel's covers, we are just going to be selling with Daniel. Kate's like, keep drinking, spill the tea. Well, it was that too. I had to get the caffeine before the alcohol. Spill tea, not booze. Haha. So we are going to be directly selling Daniel's covers, and let me tell you. Oh, there's Dangle. You just got Dangle. What up, buddy? Is there caffeine in those teas? There are 84 milligrams of caffeine, which is equal to about a cup of coffee, cup and a half. About a little under 2 shots of espresso. Oh yeah, iced tea is tea has caffeine in it. Tea, the plant, tea has caffeine. Not that there's a tea plant, but the varietals of plants used to make tea have caffeine in them. No, I noticed that happened last time too. It seems to be only the first time you play it, Dangle. Watch. Oh, you just got dangled. See? It's weird. For some reason, the first time we play it, I noticed it cut out last time, and then we played it again and it worked. I don't know. It's whatevs, dude. Plant tea of caffeine. Get it? Get it? Plant tea. Plant tea. Plenty. Bickman. Bickman, you are a great addition to this group. So these covers, I have to tell you, I love all of our artists. I do. And all of you artists know that. I am so giddy about the covers that Daniel just dropped on us. They're insane. They are oil painted, and they are they're wow. You're off the hook. I paid 1,500 Chad bucks for that. I'm not allowed to show you them. I'm not allowed to show you them. But here's a couple of them. Have a drink. I can't show you them, but here's a couple.
A little bottle of water.
Oh, there we go. Excuse me.
A little bottle of water.
Thanks, Kate. I needed that. Oh. This is why I'm excited. Listen. Can we talk about talent? If you want to know which one's my favorite, you don't know me very well. Dave, I guarantee they are. They're on Daniel's IG. That's why I'm sharing them. Because if you follow Daniel like I told you to, you've already seen these. Dave, I guarantee you that place that we used to work can't get their hands on the stuff that we get our hands on. Because we are working directly with artists. There's no middleman here. There's no I got a guy. It's like, no, I go to the artist. And this is what we're going to kind of mold our model into, is building these relationships like the one we're building with Kate, like the one that we're building with Paul, like the one that we're building with Kevin, like the one with Daniel, the one we have with Kai. We're building these relationships, and we are able to get these amazing pieces out to you reasonably. And that's kind of our thing, is we understand great talent, and we surround ourselves with great talent. And when we explain what we do to great talented people, they understand, wow, then yes, I absolutely want to partner up with you. The work is unbelievable. I have some stuff, and hey, Hellbolt, love you, man. I hope you're doing well. Kate, I know you're in the chat, so I don't mean to not talk about you at the moment. I'll get to you in a little bit. But Paul has been pumping out larger, like 9x12s. Paul has done a few canvases. And we have some stuff of his that we're going to be bringing to WonderCon. Now, Kate is going to be at WonderCon, and yes, we have a couple of Kate things. But the people that aren't going to be there, we have some amazing stuff. Oh, Kate is simply amazing, but we already know this. Kate, first of all, Kate's covers have come leaps and bounds. I know, you have your own stuff there. Kate, your covers, leaps and bounds. I absolutely lurk. I still don't understand the goose butthole emoji. Goose butthole. Goose butthole. You talking about my wife's covers? Absolutely. Absolutely talking about your wife's covers. Leaps and bounds. You've immediately taken to the medium perfectly. Yes, and the artists that we've worked with that weren't the right fit, they did one project and then they never came back. Speaking of great stuff, we have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles things coming up. Turt is back. I'm not going to get into Turt too much, but Turt is going to be contributing to the next Ninja Turtles project. We have some unbelievable giveaways going with that. The Ninja Turtles project is going to be a break-based product. We're not completely going away from the breaking scene, We are just going to be doing just occasional ones, special ones, ones that when we find items that are awesome, we're going to sprinkle them in. We just I can't talk about that. No, I can't talk about that. I think Bish is going to be at Ben Bishop is going to be at one of the cons we're going to. Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club? Turtle, turtle, turtle. I like turtles. God, Master of Disguise, what a terrible movie. It's so bad that it's bad.
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
Thanks, Kate. I needed that. The one movie she remembers is one of the worst ever made. Dana Carvey is a genius. I want to say this first. But Dana Carvey cannot carry film or TV by himself. His show was a colossal flop, even though the Dana Carvey show had some of the most talented people working on it. He could not carry it by himself, and there's nothing wrong with needing a partner or needing an ensemble. There's nothing wrong with that at all. And actors need not judge themselves about whether they're leading men or whether they're ensemble actors. Every foot has a shoe that fits it. But he just is not the leading man guy. Brilliant, funny, love him. Can't carry a movie. The Dana Carvey mug root beer ad is still epic. Well, I gotta see if I remember that. Let me just look at the screenshot of it. I gotta see if I can remember this. Ooh, excuse me. The Diet Mug Root Beer Dana Carvey Show. That's right. He used to, he used to have the sponsors in the name. I forgot he did that. Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't, yeah, it was the promo show. Yep. Yep. Ira Sukiyaki, Sukiyaki, oi, oi, oi. Yeah, I remember the man show. Can't get away with that stuff anymore. Yeah, we have a ton of exciting things. We have some new books that are coming in. If you remember, last Comic-Con we had the art books. We have some new ones. I can't show you those because I literally don't know which ones Doug is keeping. That's Doug's that's Doug's PC. He just sells them if the price is right. Most of those are just his personal collection, and he'll release them to us if he's feeling saucy. So I don't want to show them and have those be his personal ones and get people excited. But we have new books coming in. What else do we have? I have an entire stack of signed comics and remarked comics next to me. When I say that I have a stack, I have like 80. 80. I'm not exaggerating when I say 80. Hold on. This button. That pile right there has a pile behind it and a pile behind it. Those are all comic books. Carell, Colbert, and Carvey. Yeah. Blind Cat's like, you have my attention. You, sir, have won my undivided attention. I'm going to put my sandwich down and I'm going to talk to you now. Or not sandwich. What is it? What were you eating? I was paying attention to the chat. Hold on. What was it that you were eating? How many are there? There's going to be about 10. Sorry. Tamales. There you go. Tamales. You mentioned tamales. Oh, man. These are all signed. Oh, that one's just nasty. Don't show Blind Cat that one. Yeah, that's Kevin Eastman and Peach Momoko. We're not gonna show them though. Oh my God, did we get 2 of them? Man. Who's that? Is that Liefeld? Oh, goodness gracious. What? Oh, is that Sinclair? No, it can't be. Oh, not Gist. Oh, no, not like a super famous cover of his. No way. Oh, goodness. Oh, I don't even know who those people are. Who's McFarlane and Barbary? I don't know. I think they drew something once. That is just like a fifth of that stack. How many of those are going to be graded? We don't know yet. How many of those are going to be raw? We have no idea. We got a lot of work to do. When do those happen? Months from now. Oh, Blind Cat. As a matter of fact, you may see them in case we get them graded, because we're doing a mass grading. Remember, Blind Cat, I'm taking care of your, if you get the Spawn signed, oh, it's because of a break coming, because obviously he needs dang money for her husband's addiction. BT Dub. If you have tickets to WonderCon, the selection for Funko and the Jim Lee signing and the Todd McFarlane signing, ooh, excuse me, that was a big old nasty burp right in the middle of a show and a promo. I don't care. So that's why you love me. So if you are going to WonderCon and you have a paid ticket, you can go to the portal right now. You have 12 tickets per day, I believe, which will give you the ability to raffle for spots in the Funko line, as well as the Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane dual signing, as well as the McFarlane signing. Now, I don't know if it is going to be a free signing with those gentlemen. I do know Todd has usually not charged in the past for signatures. If you have a ticket from being in a booth, I don't think so. You have a exhibitor badge. I bought, even though Mrs. the Breaker can have free tickets because she's Mrs. the Breaker, we bought specifically for this reason. We got her a weekend pass so that we could get in line to get Mondo posters and Funko stuff. So we specifically paid for it. If you're getting a badge, it's opened Monday, and it closes on the 20th. And then by the 22nd, you'll be able to go and see which ones that you were selected for. Thanks, Hellbolt. Appreciate it. God, Hellbolt, I'd love for you to go. I'd have you. I'd have Scuba. I would see, we'd have a good portion of the show. Therapist really enjoyed how you put that message together. I showed her. Hope you don't mind. It depends on the message. I've given you a couple. Listen, I've been through my share of therapy growing up. I've had my shares of stumbles and falls, but I've typically gotten back up. So yeah, I have the encouragement. I have to go look at our text now. When I put things into the ether, I don't revisit them. It's not a negative thing. It's just a I'm living in the moment thing. Because, we only have moments to live. Oh, by the way, I got a leukemia update for everybody. But I'm going to make you wait until I read this. Oh, irrational thought versus reality. That one. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yep. It's true. That is the big thing I took away from therapy. Is your brain will produce irrational thought, but you have a choice to listen to your brain's irrational thought or to tell yourself, that's an irrational thought. I don't have to act on that. Do all the things. Oh, Hellbolt, there's so much to do. So much to do. Listen, if Hellbolt, if my back gets any worse, I'm going to need you to be my Hodor, minus the grisly ending. I may have to have you just strap me to your back and walk me around. Because my back gets any worse, we're in trouble. I had my oncology appointment. Now, I know this is not something that people like to hear talk about, but you know that you guys have been with me for 3, 4, 5 years in some cases, and I'm in the public eye. And since we've been going through my cancer journey together, I did have an oncologist appointment on Friday. And the good news is my leukemia is still just staying pretty stable. Like Chewie and C-3PO, that too. It's stable. I'm at 23,000 WBCs. He says he's not worried until I hit 200. In the last 2 years, I have only raised 5,000. Now, of course, as it spreads, it multiplies and creates more. But right now it is very slow moving, and my doctor said he's more worried about my weight than he is my leukemia. So, I don't have to see him again for 6 months. He said nothing need to be done. I'm still what they used to call stage 0, and just need to continue monitoring. So, good news. It's not bad. I mean, I still have leukemia, but it's not progressing. It's not like wildfire. Some people are not as lucky. Some people with my type of leukemia, it explodes. But I've been fortunate thus far. Yeah, it is great news. I'm excited about it. One less thing to worry about. And then in another 6 months when I do my blood test, I can start worrying about it again until he tells me I'm fine again. What up, Don? He can worry about my weight and leave me alone. I love you, Don. Oh, goodness gracious. So, Don, I will be back in New York beginning of July. How many spots left in There Will Be Blood? Still 2. If that doesn't sell out today, I'm just going to refund everybody and cancel it. Because I don't even want to look at it anymore. Let's trade blood work and then freak out both of our doctors. First of all, they'd be like, Kate, I hate to tell you this, but you're a man. And then Blind Cat will go, and then they'll tell me, you're a woman, and I'll be like, only on the inside. Dangle will be in Seattle all the time. What's up, Kyle? Mom had chronic leukemia and lived into her late 80s with it. Hey, that's exactly what I have, Kyle. I have chronic lymphocytic leukemia, CLL. Your mom and me have the same thing. So thanks, Kyle, man, and I appreciate it, buddy. I'll take the prayers. I love it. Thank you. And you know what? Living into your 80s, there's nothing wrong with that, buddy. There's too many of my friends lost their parents way too early. I'll take 80s. Beginning of July, I will be a bachelor and childless for a week and a half. Whoa! Wow, Kelly's going somewhere? But you did, DC, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're in menopause. Kate's not that old. Kate's definitely not that old. She's a lot younger than I am. She's almost a decade younger than I am. 15 days, WonderCon. You're right, Dangle. 15 days. Opening day of WonderCon. Right, Scoobs? Take it as it comes. I'm just gonna die now. Kate's a baby. She's not even close. She's got another, probably 15, 20 years. She was just shy of 81. My condolences, lady. I'm sorry to hear that. At least they got to know their grandmother. My son never got to meet his grandmother. Melissa's mom died when Melissa was 5. So that's what I'm saying. She was in her early 20s when she died. So 80s I'll take. June, you're turning 38. There you go, Hellbolt. Tangle's like haters gonna hate. Got invited to Maine, but I don't have vacation to cover the trip, so I strongly encourage Kelly to go with Lilia, enjoy some time before she leaves. Tell them they have to go to LL Bean or else they can't come back. I love the LL Bean headquarters store. I used to go to Maine. This is a true story. I used to go to Maine every year in my youth from age like 8 to 12, 15. Well, no, 8 to like 13. Every summer I'd go to Maine. It was great. I loved it. I have very fond memories of being in Maine. Yes, it's Pulrose. Welcome to the party. Long relation. Good. Hey, lady, that's what I like to hear. Absolutely, Bickman, will do. Scuba says, I turn 37 just before San Diego Comic-Con. Oh, you are a baby. Yeah. I don't know. So we'd stay near Freeport. We'd go to Bangor. We'd go to Freeport. And I don't know where our cabin was, but our family had a cabin that was on a lake. Maine has a million lakes. But we had a cabin on a lake, and we used to spend the days in the cabin. And go fishing, catching fireflies, rolling around in poison ivy. That's where I found out I'm immune to poison ivy. Or at least I was. I have no idea if I am anymore. Fun fact, we didn't know this until it happened. Certain people, the oils that their skins secrete naturally repel poison ivy. What up, Paul Moisland? And apparently in my youth, I was immune to it because we would go traipsing through it, and I would never get it. And my cousin would. Sebago Lake! What's up, Motley? Sebago. Honestly, Motley, I literally couldn't tell you. It was literally 30 years ago. More than 30, almost 35 years ago. And when you're 9 years old, you don't bother with the where am I? You're just the I'm happy to be here. Speaking of menopausal people, hey, Paul. Paul has menopause? I guarantee you, Paul has never menstruated. Guarantee it. So, yes, I'd say he's menopausal. Boy, that conversation took a turn. Paul, we were just talking about you, amongst others. Oh. Booker is female. Really? I don't know if, well. Are you going to keep it Booker, or are you going to change it to Hooker? Boy, that just came out. I couldn't stop that. I'm so sorry, Paul. I've been drinking, Paul. Forgive me. Carly will be getting her first heartworm injection. Good. Keeping her for the day just to make sure she's okay, doesn't react. Yeah, it's common. But if vet says it's okay.
We're just done with phrasing, right? That's not a thing anymore?
Yeah, that just happened. Wants to bring her stay the weekend. Nice! There's so many jokes and you're struggling. You had to say something. You just had to say hooker. Yeah.
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
So my instincts say pretty woman, but I'm pretty sure that's not correct. Oh, this is my last one, so I mean it doesn't matter. I'll drink the whole thing. After that, I'm going right to water because I'm responsible. Sapporo. No, Kate was not here for that. That was pre-Kate. Kids are the best. I just walked into the living room, my hair all messed up. My daughter laughed and said, "I'm Daddy Lou." My daughter says, "Nah, you don't look like Rob." Well, good, Scoops. It is from Bachelor Party. Okay. Yeah. God, I think I've only seen Bachelor Party once. Keeping it as Booker. She answers to it. Okay. All right, Hellbolt. Love you, buddy. Take care. Be safe. Booker the... Booker the Looker. Well, that's pretty funny. I'm gonna have to tell Jimmy. So what's new? I was just talking about some of the art we've acquired from Daniel and from you, and some of the comic books we got signed and may or may not grade. We haven't thought about it yet. Yeah. It is a night of conversation. We have There Will Be Blood. We have Kevin P. West. But aside from that, we really don't have much else. Jimmy is not here, so I get to have a drink. Paul, are you sending that to me or are you sending that to Trevor? Because I don't know. Well, I guess, yeah, because I guess he could take a photo of it. Oh, I love good crying sessions. I probably cry. It used to be every like 4 days. I think I've got it down to about once every 2 weeks. I get a good cry in. The good ugly cry when no one's around and everyone's asleep. Just slam my face into the pillow and cry just heavingly. Yeah. What up, chef? Oh, no way, chef. Nobody wants it. If it doesn't sell out today, I'm refunding everybody and canceling it. Oh, nice, Paul. Awesome. Well, I haven't checked the mail. Hopefully it didn't show up today. Does it have an estimated time? Bobby Lou is Roberto Luongo's nickname. Okay. Speaking of sports ball, oh my goodness, my friend who works for the Bills told me Asante Samuel Jr. is an almost lock. They're just squabbling back and forth about guaranteed money. And the rumor is if we don't give him the guaranteed money he wants, Dallas is looking to sign him. The Niners are offering too? Yeah. What up, Amy? How are you? You take the blame for missing Booker's sex. I mean, small kittens, it's not the easiest to determine. I just saw today they have a pinball machine up for auction here. Yeah, not fun. I saw it. Yep. Yeah. I do. I love Booker. It isn't. And I didn't look again. Scuba, did you see the full reveal of the Dungeons and Dragons pinball machine? Oh, the dungeon. Listen, if I had stupid money to burn in a pile in front of my house, I would buy the VIP Dungeons and Dragons one. Holy buckets. It has allegedly the most complex animatronic feature ever put into a pinball machine in the dragon head that they put in. Years ago, a guy a few blocks from me had an Indiana Jones for $1,500. Oh, goodness gracious. It's probably about a $12,000 to $15,000 pinball machine, depending on which Indiana Jones it is. Sounds like hell to maintain. You're happy of looking at my cats are packing. Yeah, Paul. But your friends are a different story. One of your best friends started his own business recently doing IT work and leasing and repairing arcade and pinball machines. I love pinball. Elvira, yep. So growing up in the 80s, pinball was the jam. I watched pinball get phased out in the 90s, and I still pumped quarters into it. I have pumped so many quarters into Elvira, I feel like she owes me an autograph. Adios, chef. All right, back to water. Yeah. Is Stern at WonderCon? Great question. Stern is there. Stern Pinball is booth 1126. Ha ha! He is about 7 rows away from us. We are in the 1800s. They are in the 1100s, so about 7 aisles away. Cult one. I got one. Oh, I got it. Yeah, so they're about 7 aisles away from us. I will absolutely stop by Stern. They were at...
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
Thanks, Zipporos. I needed that. They were at the... Here in LA, there is a place called The Grove. And for the holidays, The Grove had a bunch of vendors. And by happenstance, it was, I believe, Stern. If Stern is the one that makes the Metallica game, pinball machine. It is Stern, yeah. So Stern was there, and they had 4 machines. They had the X-Men, they had Metallica, they had... Oh, I don't remember what it was. I know they had those 2 for sure. The X-Men one is good. Yeah, they came out with a remastered Metallica pinball machine. So they were there, and Jimmy waited, but some very rude, it was free play, some very rude people were like playing turn after turn, and I wasn't going to cause a scene. I didn't want to get arrested before we enjoyed the trolley ride and before I got my See's candy, so we let it slide and we bypassed it. But I never forgot the faces of the guy that was hogging the machine. I know who you are by sight. Sorry. Oh, hey, sorry, man. Sorry. Oh, hey there. Oh, hey, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Speaking of sorry, Paul Maitland, that Instagram page that you shared me with the Canadian and marshmallows. I have been crying laughing. And I shared them with Mrs. The Breaker, and she's like, I can't even, like, she watched two of them, was like, I just can't, like, I won't get anything done in my life. That guy is freaking funny. That guy is funny. It's a Canadian who uses marshmallows in the shape of people to do political commentary, and it's hilarious. The way he rips on Elon Musk is epic. It is very well done. It's lowbrow and highbrow at the same time. I wish I could dual stream with Sumo. I wish I knew enough about Sumo to do commentary. There's only like 4 people on Twitch that do commentary for Sumo. And I think I would be better than 2 of them. It's probably a lot of work, though. Having to, learn enough Japanese to talk about it. One doesn't commentate, and I almost like them better. One-ups. That's dope. We should all do karaoke Thursday night after we set up the booth at WonderCon. Kate, I can't sing, honey. Listen to me. As much as I can modulate my voice and make it sound as much as I can't translate it to singing. I swear to you. I am tone deaf. Literally tone deaf. The voice I hear is completely opposite of the one that I hear inside my head. Oh no, I know karaoke is literally Japanese for tone deaf. But I won't even do it because I know it's that bad. When I was doing improv, do the song Tequila. I could do that one. Tequila. Or I could do the Mighty Mouse theme. Here I come to save the day. And that's it. Don't ask me to do anything else. When I was doing improv, and most improv troupes and most shows want you to be able to sing, because believe it or not, song work is big in improv. I flat out told them, I was like, if you need me to sing, I'm not a fit for you, so you can just tell me to go home now, and we could save each other this audition, because I don't sing. I'm terrible at singing, and it's not even funny. It's just really sad. So if you want a straight man or an absurdist, I got you. But if you want me to sing, I'm not your guy. Typo negative? Black, 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 number 1, yeah. It's All Hallows Eve. Yeah, the eardrum shattered. Oh, it's bad. I love Typo Negative. I was a huge Typo fan. He used to sing with fake fangs in his mouth to give it the Transylvania sound. What You Want from the Beastie Boys? I probably know every little known fact. I probably know the lyrics of every Beastie Boys song ever made. I grew up on the Beasties. For the longest time, they were the only white rappers on the planet. And actually, historically, if you go look, they were also one of the earliest mainstream rappers, regardless of color. Because they were a punk band who, while drunk, somebody said, you should be rappers. They're like, yeah, we're going to be rappers now. And they stuck with it. That's what they did. They just became rappers. But their heart was always in punk. Their punk album, they had one, was actually really good. Blondie was a rapper too. Yeah, she was also considered punk, thanks to her time at CBGB with the Talking Heads and oh, what's his name? I Want to Be Your Dog. Iggy Pop. I love me some CBGB. I never got to go. The one time I got near there in New York City, it was closed. And every time I've been to the city, I've been through the city throughout the 90s and the early 2000s. I never was in the area. We were always elsewhere for something. And the one time I was in the area, it was closed. I did get to go to the firehouse where the Ghostbusters was shot. That is in Tribeca, I believe. But we did get to see, I did get to go to the Ghostbusters firehouse. That was awesome. They actually have they have the original Ghostbusters 2 sign in the fire hall and a lot of original stuff. Scoob, I'd be more nervous about the airplane than the airport. Great, now I got black number 1 stuck in my head. Thanks. Black, 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 black number 1, yeah. So I used to work in a strip club as a bouncer. And we had a goth girl who exclusively danced to Typo Negative, Marilyn Manson, and The Cure. Right-handed but left-eye dominant. Hey, me too, Dangle. I still shoot right-handed, but I am left-eye dominant. I have to close my eye. You know another streamer that had the same job? Yeah. It was I got to learn. It was funny because I was like the only person in it. The bar was a motorcycle gang bar. It was a gang bar. It was the Outlaw Motorcycle Company. And it was funny because the people that would frequent the establishment were not the people that would be listening to Marilyn Manson or Typo Negative. But that girl made a fortune. She was arguably, of the 10 to 12 girls that were there, top 3 every single night. He said he was the only one at the club that didn't try to sleep with the dancers, so they were all friends with him. I didn't try to sleep with the dancers. I didn't try. I didn't try. Swear, I didn't. Ask Blind about his cam girl story? Oh, I'll do that in public. I won't do that in public. I'll do that privately. So I will tell you, if you ever actually work, and I mean it, work, if you actually ever work at a gentleman's club, I will tell you factually, and those who may have been there and you don't have to incriminate yourself, will agree with me. You can agree silently. If you've ever worked in one in any capacity, bartender, manager, dancer, or shot girl, or bouncer, if you've ever worked at one, there's a 90% chance you will never go to one again after you stop working there. Call him handsome too, DC. I heard he loves that. If you've ever worked in one, and if you've ever been behind the scenes of one, you won't go to one. I don't go to them. This is a fact. I have only... twice. Twice? Twice. I have only twice since 2001, twice in 24 years, have ever been back to one. One of them was because it was a world-renowned club and all my female friends wanted to go. It was a place called Mons Venus in Florida. It's very famous. So I went there with literally a crew of women. Me, one dude, 5 girls. It was one of the girls' birthdays. And the other one was when I was working in the insurance industry, when I was doing life insurance. The guy who recruited me and was training me took me to one for lunch. I swear to God, because he said the buffet was great. And I got food poisoning. Surprise, surprise. I got food poisoning. And then I later found out my cousin worked there. Thankfully was not working there the day that I was there, because we were there at like 2 in the afternoon. Who goes at 2 in the afternoon? Businessmen. To my best recollection, those are the only 2 times since 2001. And both of those were pre-2010. So between 2021 and 2010, I only went twice. And I haven't been there since I've been 30. And I'm 44. There used to be a club, laundromat, Chinese restaurant here in Vegas. All 3 of those deserve to be together. Oh my God, I love laundromats. I love laundromats. I do. Laundromats replace therapy for me. I used to go to therapy a couple times a week because I had to. And when I stopped going to therapy was around the time that I would go to laundromat. I have a washer and dryer now. But when I was living in Indianapolis, and even when I was living in Texas, most of the time I was in Texas, I didn't have a washer dryer in my apartment. There were no hookups. You had to use either the laundry at the apartment or a laundromat. So I would go to the laundromat because the laundry room at our apartment was so tiny that there was never any space. And anytime there was, people would throw your clothes on the floor if you didn't remove them in time. Half the time, I'm sure they were just throwing them on the floor mid-cycle. So I went to a laundromat. Laundromat is like therapy. I go to a laundromat and I'll do my laundry. And I know that no matter how bad my day is while I'm folding my undies and my tracksuits, that my day will never be as bad as the guy that's standing in the corner watching a dryer like a TV, barking to himself and talking about puppies, biscuits, marbles, cacophony. I'm in a pretty good space compared to that guy. And there's one at every laundromat. So if you can't afford therapy, get the $6 in quarters, go to your local laundromat. You'll feel a lot better of yourself afterwards. And DC's therapy is, at least I'm not that guy. Hey, at least I'm not last place. It's pretty good. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm telling you. Try it. If you're having a bad day, go to the local laundromat. You'll feel better. True story. True story. So, Kate, you and Denny need to go to the sushi place that I take all of the guests to here in LA. It is one of the most famous sushi places in LA. I mean, they have more than just sushi. Yamashiro. If it looks familiar, it's because you've seen the movie Memoirs of a Geisha. Because they filmed it here. Is it expensive? Yup. Is it worth it? Also, yup. I recommend the bok choy. This place is worth it. Let me show you the interior. Here we go. Click, damn you. This is the interior. Yes, it's open air. They do have a section that is covered for when it's not nice, but I mean, let's be honest, it's almost nice every night in LA. Yeah, that's the scene from Memoirs of a Geisha. But this looked a lot different. I take all my VIPs who have the extra time there. Oh, Dangle, you got to. Absolutely. When I was in the Navy, I got a really good piece of advice from my first class petty officer that was in charge of me for my first tour. And he said, yeah, listen. The inside of a bar looks exactly the same inside Spain as it does in America. Go where the locals are drinking. Go where the beaches are. Go see the sights. A bar looks the same on the inside anywhere on the world. Go outside the bar. And I took that to heart. And while I did see the inside of a lot of bars in a lot of countries, I spent more time outside of them. My best friend forever and I found a new restaurant today that is probably one of my favorites now. Oh, really? What did you and Denny find? And is it new to you or new to the world? Denny's like, I am not her BFF. I am not good enough. Ah, I love you, blind cat. You can be my BFF. He's part of the throuple. I like how she purposefully did not say threesome. Clever girl. Well, if it's been open a few years, it ain't going anywhere because most tank in the first year. Nothing like a sister wife. Yeah, ask the guy with the show. He'll tell you. Not all it's cracked up to be. Bourbon and biscuits? My God. I know a couple whose nickname is Bourbon and Biscuits. Oh, did Crystal, Juan, and the baby leave? Oh, I had a question for them. I just now realized it, though. Your BFF spoils Denny, too? Nice. Denny, you got it made, man. I am the chef in our house. As a matter of fact, as soon as I get out of work, I have to go home and cook dinner. Trying to perfect your tamale recipe. Does it have olives in it? It's like, same. Don't tell her that. No, good. I do not like olives. So Melissa's aunt, Titi Abu, is the chef of the family. And she makes most of her stuff with olives. All olives. Yeah. I don't like the texture and flavor of olives. I've had black and green, not of purple too. I just don't like nah. Not my thing. Like, I won't even have him in a martini. Black ones are good, green ones poison. Yeah. Yep. F them olives. I ate them too. Dangle comes in all gangster against olives. All right. I think that's enough. I think you're bored of me. Let's move on to sumo, shall we? Hey, what's up, T-Bone? Just in time for us to leave. You love to suck on the salty green ones? Yeah, I can't do olives at all. Not us, Scoobs. We're about to go see sumo.
I want more. And I know I shouldn't.
Normally I watch the one without commentary, but I will. Let's go to Leo. I like mushroom. I like mushrooms. I like mustard. Hey, Kate, how many days till WonderCon? 15. I'm excited for 15 days. You know, I wonder if Trevor knows that WonderCon opens on opening day and he's going to miss opening day to be at WonderCon. I wonder if Trevor knows that. Do you think he knows that yet? Do you think it's dawned on him that it starts the day of WonderCon when we're working? I will not miss it. I have technology. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So I like mushrooms that are stuffed with green goddess, dipped in tempura, and fried. What up, Doug? Technically, the Doyers open up next week in Japan, so he'll be fine. Good timing. We were just leaving, heading over to sumo. Oh, Kate likes psilocybin mushrooms, not the other mushrooms. I like shiitake mushrooms that are stuffed, and portobellos that are stuffed. Drugs are bad, okay? All right, folks. I like Leo. I don't like Midnight. He's been he's become a bit snooty. He seems to be bothered by the chat. And so I've unfollowed Midnight. I like Leo. Leo's got some turds in his chat that are annoying, but his commentary is really good. I've been avoiding the Henka is the other one I watch because there's no commentary at all. It's just English translation. And I kind of like, I'm at the level of watching that I don't want the commentary. I make sure you guys get the commentary so you guys know what's going on. All right, folks, I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other. Tomorrow, I would probably check the website to see what new things we are posting. Now, they're not necessarily new things, but you may find new prices on old things. Gee, I wonder what DC means. I don't know. You'll have to find out.